Hello, I'm here, and we're using an actual camera with good focus and good audio and a depth of field.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number...
I'm reading 20 books before I turn 20, and I have 5 months to finish it. Hopefully I finish early, because then maybe I can sneak in a few more. It's not gonna happen. I think I have 8 books on the go. Like, I have 5 chapters in, halfway done. It's not happening. My parents challenged me to read more, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna read more. I'm gonna read books and tell you about them and bring you along on my little journey. I've finished one. This book is called, what's it called? The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. It takes 30 minutes. It's for ages 8 to 80. It's amazing. It talks about, you know, loving yourself and remembering that you are loved and that we're so tiny on this little rock, but it's okay because you meet friends and people on the way that will help you and teach you new lessons. It's by Charlie Casey. I really like it. I'm gonna rate it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. You smell like a baka. As we continue our journey on this book reading, I have read 5 technically, but I read the 4 Heartstopper. I've heard they've already filmed the last 2 books that are out, like 3 and 4, and I'm very interested to see how they do that because they changed stuff from the first 2 books in the series, so it'll be very exciting to see all of that go down. I rate them 9 out of 10. Amazing, beautiful. And of course, the everlasting, all-knowing, I finished I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Finally. It's so good! It's so good. I love the behind the scenes of, you know, her life and how much you don't know about someone and what they're going through. Never judge anyone because you have no idea what they're going through. Always. That is what I was taught. But yeah, I really like it. It was good. I really like the rawness of it, and she has the audio where she reads it. I didn't listen to that, but I feel like that would be very cool. I'm not a fast reader, like, ooh! Okay, I have March, April. I have like less than 3 months to read 15 books. Okay, book update. It's in 2 days, it's 7 days until my birthday, and I have not finished a book since the last little snippet. I have done some paintings though, very nice. And I'm moving tomorrow for the summer, so I'm gonna be unpacking and then I start work right away. So there's no chance I'm finishing a book. But I'm gonna go through the whole list of all the books that I did read this. Your Lie in April, manga, whatever. It's 5 out of 5. It's only the first one, but it's so good, and it's my favorite anime, and I really like how it's pretty much the exact same, and the facial expressions are just beautiful. It's really weird reading a book about music and not like having the music playing. But now I'd like to go through the list of books that I had started for this challenge and never ending up finishing them. Emily Henry's new book, Book Lovers. I started it while tanning outside. It's new, so I just started it this week, and I am 40 pages in. I'll probably read this during the summer. It'll take me all freaking summer. But yes, so far this is really good. I really like it so far. Next, I started reading Franny and Zoe by J.D. Salinger. I watched a movie, Carrie Pilbury, Carrie something. Here's a picture. It was her favorite book in the movie, and I really liked the movie, and she really liked this book, so I got the book. It was really hard to find because we have, I think, 4 or 5 bookstores here, and none of them had it. So I got it from Thrift Books, which is a thrift store bookstore online. So very fun, very cool. So far, I really like it. It's set in the 1950s, and right now I'm reading Franny's side because it's split into two sides with the characters, and Franny's side is really sweet and cute. Zoe's side is longer, though. So yeah, I am... Oh, good. 13 pages in. Emily Henry's other book, People We Meet on Vacation, I tried to start reading. I don't think I got very far in this one, maybe like 2 pages, and then I had to go do something, and then I never got back to it. But I really want to read books, but it's so hard when I have TV and music and work and school. I don't know how people just sit down and Sorrowful Sanctuary. This one I really started to get into. 72 pages. That's pretty good. It's really good, set in the 60s, I believe, as well, about this war nurse after the war trying to find purpose in her life again, and then just like a mystery. I think this is a Canadian writer. BC, baby. And then I also tried reading Crazy Rich Asians. I've been trying to get through this for a very long time. I started picking it up again and gave up entirely, obviously. This one I am 70 pages in. Pretty good. Cirque, I was trying to read as well. I think I got maybe 5 pages into this, and then something else caught my attention, and I just never went back to it. I just display them all beautifully on my shelf, and the guilt eats at me every time I fall asleep when I look at them. We have the ballad, The Songbirds and Snakes. I'm gonna read this before the movie comes out. I swear to God. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I really want to read this. Right now I'm 50 pages in. This is gonna be my top priority this summer, other than working and fending for myself and eating properly. Finishing this book before the freaking movie comes out. It comes out in December, so I have lots of time. But did not finish this either. Next we have Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I was reading this in a different video. You can watch it there if you want. But I started it in the cafe where I was, and I never went back to it. I got 50 pages in. So far it was really good. I think I skipped a lot of the words because I was in a cafe. So it's like bouncy, 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 bouncy. So it's about 2 sisters just living it up. She Felt Like Nothing poetry book. I think I'm halfway through this one. Poetry books are like hard to read because you don't want to sit down and read them all, because for me at least, I like just go into it when I feel like I got to. Plus on this one it like says 222 right there, which is pretty freaking cool. The list just keeps going of books I didn't finish this year. A Room of One's Own. I need to read this book because obviously I got 33 pages into this one. I started reading it one day and never picked it up again because I've never read something that's not fiction, so it's very hard to just read words, but that's just me. So far, I really like it, and I want to finish this summer as well. I found this book at one of those book swap things. It's called Living Successfully with Screwed Up People by Elizabeth B. Brown. I started reading it over Thanksgiving. I got 20 pages in, and then I had to go back, not Thanksgiving, Easter. I keep getting those confused this year. Started reading this during Easter, and I never picked it up again because I had to go back to school, and it was just a really big part in the semester. So Mom brought this back from Amsterdam, the Anne Frank diary. I started reading this, maybe got a chapter in, and yeah, just same story as the others, never went back to it. I'd like to read this one. What did Will Smith say? He said, everyone has to read and everyone has to run, because what you've been through, someone else has been through, and if you read about it, then you'll know more, and if you run, then you become stronger, and you push yourself to new possibilities, and you better yourself, or something like that. I started reading Earth Magic. I think I was just tanning one day and I started reading it. I got pretty far into this one, but I really wanted to actually study this, sit down and like take notes and stuff. so I put it on pause to read later, but I never got back to it. So far I really like it. Very good for starting out little witchies. I like all the doodles and pictures. They're so pretty. Yeah. We are almost done. The list of books that I didn't get through. This is so bad. But list of books that I started reading and never finished. Okay, here we have a little bit of Buddha. I started reading this. I got really into it, but I just never went back to it. I'm going to get back to this. I've had this for such a long time. I will get back to it. I'm going to get back to it. But this is book really good because there's no like Bible for Buddhism like there is for Christianity or all that other jazz. It's by Chad Mercree, and it just goes over everything that the Buddha was trying to preach, and just recentering yourself to be a better person. You know, that's pretty much it. So, I'm reading it. I'm getting through it. I will finish some of these books, at least. Okay, next we have Woman in Love. I started reading this. I did not get far, maybe like 5 pages, and then something else caught my attention, so I could not give you a rating or what is it about. But I think I started reading it, and then I really liked it, and then I read the back. It was like, hey, this is a sequel. And I don't have the first book. So, yeah, I thought it was just gonna be like women in love with each other. It's not. And the words are really small. And then there's this book. It haunts me. I've been trying to read this for such a long time. I tried again this year, but Pewter's Angels, it's the first one in a 10-book series. This story is so amazing. I love it so much. It stuck with me. I'm literally almost done. This is the book I was reading, and then I stopped reading for such a long time because this was so terrifying. I'm gonna spoil a lot of it right now because I've never talked about it with anyone. So these 2 kids are in love, and then, you know, they're hanging out, and then she moves away, and then she's like, uh-oh, I'm pregnant, and she was assaulted, but her parents don't believe her. They think the boy did it, and they're writing letters to each other, and the dad is cutting off both letters, and he won't let them talk to each other, and it's really sad. I'm almost done, but I can't finish it because I've gotten to the point where it's just so friggin' sad. But it's Canadian, so I feel like I have to finish it because a respect for Canada. I should finish this. I should, because I'm so close. Maybe if I finish this book, I can actually read again. Those are all the books that I tried reading and never finished, therefore losing the challenge of reading 20 books before I turned 20. So yeah, I failed. And I'm not mad about it. I didn't really want to do this challenge, but Dad said that I should, so I tried. And I don't think he remembers giving me the challenge. I talked to him about it like 2 months ago, and he said, what? What did I say? So, probably all in vain. Yeah, I started the challenge in January, and my birthday's in June, so I fell behind a lot. Thanks for coming with me on this adventure. I finished some. I should be proud of that. Focus on the positive rather than the negative. Whew. Okay. Bye!